you hard, student.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ruby's Roundtable, where I am building a brand within music, fashion, and production, and interviewing people who are inspiring me along the way. Today, we are talking about the idea behind the If Not You, Who Foundation. And it's simple. We believe that change really does start with you. It's about taking risks, betting on yourself, and learning how to give back to your community. So today, I'm excited to walk you through how this foundation has evolved and what it's done so far and how it's impacting lives. So let's talk about where it all began. And I have to go back to early 2024. This foundation started with a simple yet powerful mission to empower women who were stepping back into the workforce. So I kicked things off with a business attire donation. I literally had took all the clothes that I've worn on the news from 2017 to 2022. I cleaned them and I donated them. I had a call to action on social media and it really did take off. I realized that a lot of women returning to work after time off, maybe from the pandemic, or those trying to step back into a new career, struggled with finding professional clothing that gave them the confidence to walk into that new job or career. So I put up a post and I said, y'all, I'm giving away these clothes to those in need. So let's find an organization that needs them. And we were able to do that. It's crazy because it's amazing how something as simple as a blouse can make someone, feel like they can take on the world. The response was incredible, and seeing women walk, out of whatever they're in right now and say, I want to start something new and I just want to look the part. Like, that's so amazing to me because I bet on myself in that way. So I felt, why am I storaging all these clothes? Give this to somebody who could definitely need them. So then came the next step, a bit of a surprise, really. In 2024, I was approached by a local middle school to help develop a TV news club. I would say it's elementary. It really starts young. It's J.W. Greer Academy. And they wanted to teach students TV news skills so they can be able to develop their own platform and speak on the morning news themselves within their entire school. So I stepped into that classroom. They had one camera, a couple of lights, and a room, but not much else. So it felt like we were starting from scratch. And let me tell you, it was a process. There was so much delegation to do, so much work to figure out on how to connect what they were doing in the studio before or years ago to every classroom across the school. But step by step, we made it happen. They already had this kind of studio room, but it needed some love and attention, and students who were curious but confident enough to be able to put on the news club. Fast forward to now, it has been amazing to watch the students who started out shy, unsure, and with a lot of questions have gained so much. They're now building confidence in front of the camera, learning how to interview, how to script, and how to report the news happening around their school. And they're growing as little leaders. The students who once didn't think they had a voice are now seen as role models in their school. They're inspiring their peers, and they're learning how to take initiative. And I'm not going to lie, seeing them on camera, watching them deliver the morning news, the announcements with confidence is really powerful, because I look back on the first day and they're like, who is this woman and what is she about to have us doing? And now they're so conversational, where it's like, okay, they're going to be able to take these skills and tools in the real world and utilize it, hopefully, to leverage opportunities or just create opportunities for themselves. One of the most rewarding parts of this journey has been the chance to take these students to a real news station. We wanted them to see their roles in action. We wanted them to know that what they're doing in the school's TV studio translates into the real world. And let me tell you, the look on their face, the look on their faces when they saw the cameras, the anchors, and the whole production team, it was really magic. They were such in awe, and they got to see the bigger picture. And it was inspiring for us all, because we've been doing all this work to start the TV news program, but now let's go to an actual news station. Shout out to Queen City News for allowing us to use their production and platform to do this. But they were really able to see, who they could be. We've been able to bring in different experts in the community of news to the school. One of my coworkers, Pierre Simmons from WCNC, he was able to come and show the camera and all the gear that he carries on a day-to-day basis. So that was also amazing to step back into the relationships that I have and bring them out and show them what, the foundation is doing, but then also give them a platform to be able to make an impact as well.
Step into the room like it was made for you. Suited by Red delivers statement pieces that speak before you say a word. Bold, timeless, and structured. Tailored to suit you for success. Visit our site or socials to see how our pieces can be styled multiple ways.
Now this year, we've been able to take another huge step, and one of our recent projects was a giveaway designed to help a woman step back into her power. And we did a full makeover, new clothes, headshots, and a photo shoot. But here's where it really gets special. The woman, Alicia Garcia, who loves to write, we took a step further and we produced a small video of her reading her poem. And it was beautifully shot. She was all done up and she was really able to pour out, things that she's been able to write in her alone time and see herself, speak it as if she was, speaking to maybe a crowd one day, like manifesting that. And now she has it in her, database in her phone, so she can be able to look back at it and see, the woman that she can be and use her voice so she can inspire others.
Growing up, I always felt alone. Nothing ever felt right. Lost and confused from being abused. I wanted love and comfort from people I needed to lose. I felt like a burden because I was hurting. Nobody knew the pain I went through. Besides the man who kept me alive to this day, I thank God, my Savior, for the woman I became. From being afraid and ashamed, thinking I was the blame, you can go from being broken to being awoken. All you have to do is listen to what the man above has spoken. My name is Alicia Garcia, and this poem I wrote, I hope it inspires you.
One of the most inspiring things we've also been able to do this year is partner with our local library. We were working to teach students how to start their own podcast. And it was really amazing because that's where I started my podcast, in the library, Huntersville Library Makerspace. And because of the work that I guess the library, kept seeing us put in for Ruby's Roundtable, they was like, hey, can you be able to teach students how to do something similar? And so there was a group of homeschool students that frequently were at the library anyway. And so we created this platform to be able to say, hey, if you're in the community, if you're homeschooled, you're using the library already, this is how we can be able to show you how to utilize the makerspace, which offers audio, video, editing tools, and just all the things you need to start something on your own. And so that was really a good experience to be able to put what we've learned already through podcasting to the test and teach others podcasting as well. Podcasting is a skill that's not just fun. It really can be essential in today's world. It teaches the students communication, storytelling, and really how to use their voices to get their message out. And all the young ladies were so different, but we were able to find what makes them different and say, if you want to start a podcast, this is what you can do. So what I've seen from these workshops is pretty unreal, because students who were once like super timid are now producing podcasts on topics they're passionate about and building a community around them, because it's really all about teaching them how to use their voice to speak up and to create something that matters. I will say the foundation is still in its early stages, but when I took a look back at what we've been able to accomplish so far, and the kids or the women that we've helped, the students who we've inspired, the confidence we've built, I'm super proud about that. And I know that we're on the right track, even though it's starting off super, super small. But the truth is, I don't know exactly where the foundation is headed, and that's okay. The goal has always been to create opportunities for others, to help them see that they have the power to create change and to give them the tools to do it. And maybe one day someone will look back and say, I got my start because of the work, they did with us. And that for me will be the ultimate success. So as I wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. If not you, who? That is what the foundation is about. It's not really a saying, it's a movement, because when I bet on myself, I ask that. And so I, in turn, take what I'm asking and betting on myself, and I put that in other people who are around me, and I challenge them, because you are who you are around. And so, again, I just hope that in the end, we're able to reach just one person and they be able to say, you know, because I was pushed to challenge myself, because I was pushed to speak up, because I was pushed in front of this camera, or maybe behind the camera, I was able to create skills that will allow me to build relationships, you know, leverage opportunities once they get older and realize, you know, the environment that we put them in or the challenges that, you know, we gave them were for a reason. I really hope that they look back and say, you know what? If not me, who? If not me, who? If not now, when? All right, that is it for Ruby's Roundtable episode today. If you know someone who is building a foundation, or if you know someone who is helping someone really create the best foundation, let us know. We are really figuring out how to use our power in the best way and to build a community of people who are in need of the resources that we've been blessed with. We want to teach people how to be able to use, you know, what they have in their hands, or to use their voice, or use our resources with styling, or, you know, interview skills, public speaking skills, to reach the masses as much as we can, because this is the time to bet on yourself.